and welcome to another show of the Jackie Jackson Show. All right, so I am Jackie Jackson. Thank you so much for tuning in. This show is going to be hilarious, I guarantee it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I have Alexa Michna from Alexa Buys Houses here, as well as from Creating Wealth USA, and she is a riot, a hoot. Let me tell you something. If you have ever wanted to learn real estate investing, if you ever thought about it, contemplated it, dreamed of it, and you know I'm a big believer in dreams and affirmations, this is the time that I need you to stop what you're doing, pay attention, take out a pen, take out a paper, and as a matter of fact, if you don't have a pen or paper, I just need you to do a sticky. Just put a sticky on your fridge or on your computer or wherever it is that you are watching right now, and make sure that you take notes, because this is going to be life-changing, like revolutionary. I know I say that on every show, but you know what? It's true. It's every show. But besides that, this show in particular, why? Because she is going to be able to share with you some valuable information about real estate investing and the mindset and everything that you need in order for you to pursue that dream if you're doing it. And even if you are an existing real estate investor that is trying to build their business and you're already doing really well, let me tell you something. Creating Wealth USA, they are the guys that will be able to teach you transaction engineering. Why? Because there is so many different ways for you to do your acquisition strategy as well as your exit strategy. And I know I'm using industry jargon, forgive me. But let me tell you, Alexa, she's about to give you the real business. Alexa?
The real business.
The real business.
The real business. No, we have a ton of fun. You did a great job. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here. And we do creative real estate, and we do it in a way that it's so much fun. We enjoy talking with the sellers and talking with buyers and really communicating and just making deals happen and having a really good time.
Now, you and I, we met because we're from the same school of thought, right? We
Yes.
have the same mentor when it comes on to real estate investing. In a previous show, I shared with the audience, you guys, that my previous occupation, I was a finance manager, branch manager, VP branch manager. I think that was my title, right? So I managed a lot of people. I had an assistant, and my assistant had an assistant. So there was plenty of people involved in this entire process. Loan officers, all that stuff. Managed quite a few different branches. And then I left that position and I started a real estate investment firm, which is really doing very, very well, flipping houses right here locally in Central Florida. So from there, I went and started this wonderful TV show here to highlight entrepreneurship, because everyone has a journey. Everyone has a story that can help somebody else build upon their dreams. So you and I, we share the same mentor, and I'm a huge advocate for having mentors, because they just cut that whole learning curve down real big, don't they? Right?
Absolutely. I make mistakes on a regular basis, but I make a lot less because I have a good mentor who's made mistakes. So we can share those mistakes, and I don't need to make all of them.
No, you don't. And it's
Absolutely.
so many times, like, people are like, oh, I just need to, I learned by trial and error. Well, you know what? That's kind of costly.
It is.
Right?
And it can be extremely costly in real estate. I mean, we both know people that have lost $40,000, $50,000.
Or more.
Or more.
Or more.
On a transaction, and that's a lot more expensive than just going and getting educated and doing it the right way from the beginning. So.
Truly, truly. And then money is one of those things, is a commodity that you can actually earn again.
Absolutely.
Right? So even if you incurred a loss, you will learn from your mistakes, and you'll be like, shh, that was a really expensive mistake, right? So then you're going to put some, contingencies in place so that you don't redo the same mistake or repeat the same mistake you had. But the one thing that you can never get back is time.
Absolutely.
And that is what a mentor will do for you, right? They will definitely shrink and compress time in your learning. And our mentor did that for us.
Absolutely. He has saved me more time and money than I ever thought possible. I mean, I've done so many different types of transactions, creatively financed. I've been in the situation where maybe I would lose money if I didn't have that mentor and I didn't have that person there, and we restructured the transaction and ended up making good out of the deal. So
I know.
That's possible when you know the right people. And,
right? When you can walk away and smile.
Yeah.
from a transaction
Absolutely.
when you're leaving like the closing table and you're like, okay, that wasn't so bad.
Absolutely. We just walked away with $10,000 from the closing table buying a house.
Wow.
The other day, and that's always a really good feeling. That doesn't happen often, but very, very fun.
Oh my God! So you bought a house, and so basically they paid you $10,000 to buy this house.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can
You
happen.
like that, right?
It can happen.
It
can
can.
happen, and you're proof that it does.
Absolutely. I think Carrie just got more. I think she just got $20,000 from somebody. So
I love Carrie.
you never know.
Shout out to Carrie like.
Carrie buys houses.
Carrie buys houses. Jackie buys homes.
Jackie buys homes.
Alexa buys houses. We all buy houses, all right? So anyway, so if you want to learn more about buying property, buying real estate, and doing it the right way, and becoming a transaction engineer, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I have a lot of information that I can share. I have lots of friends that I can refer you to. I can have mentors, anyone that you're looking for in the industry that can share information with you. So you can follow me on YouTube at The Jackie Jackson. You can also tweet me. You can also send me an Instagram, and you can follow me and like me on Facebook as well at The Jackie Jackson. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. Got a wealth and a whole lot of network.
Absolutely.
That can answer your question pretty much about like any subject, to be honest with you. So we are going to talk a lot more about real estate investing, how Alexa got started, where she's headed, what she's working on, the different types of transactions that she's been involved with, right after we come back from this commercial break.
Need more customers for your business? Create your own TV commercial. Advertise with us. We'll help you promote your product, your service to your customers. A plan to fit every budget. Over 1.5 million household views. Increase your revenue and sales. Advertise with us today. Advertise at thejackyjackson.com.
And welcome back to the Jackie Jackson Show. I am Jackie Jackson, and this is the show for entrepreneurs. So if you were ever thinking about starting your own business, or whether you are an existing business owner and you're looking for inspiration and you're like, you know what, this is tough. Well, guess what? It is tough, isn't it?
It can be.
It can be, right? It can be very tough if you don't plug in and surround yourself with individuals that A, are going through the same thing that you are, or maybe they have in the past and they have overcome that situation successfully and positively, so you can learn from their experience. That's what this show is about. Everyone has a story behind their story that they can share with the world that will definitely inspire, empower, educate, and encourage someone else to follow their passion and to follow their dreams. So today we have Alexa on the show from Alexa Buys Houses. And earlier, Alexa, you shared with us that you creatively buy real estate.
Yes.
And you have done a multitude of a variety of different types of transactions. So a couple of transactions I already know, but share with the audience the different types of transactions that you focus on.
Yeah, so we buy houses from people that are going into foreclosure, where we can save their credit and purchase the property. I've purchased properties directly from a seller that couldn't sell the home, buying the house even no money down, and paying them equity installments over time. I purchase houses even with leases, so lease options. We can buy houses where we lease it for a period of time before we buy it. And there's just so many different ways to buy houses. I don't want to give you all the terms and stuff, but there's so many creative ways, even without a lot of money. And I think that's one of the really cool things that Creating Wealth USA does that helps us, both of us, get where we are today.
Absolutely. I mean, Creating Wealth USA and the PACT organization was a catalyst that really positioned me successfully to be able to start this show. Right?
Absolutely.
So shout out to Augie Baila and the whole Creating Wealth USA family. We love you guys. Thank you so much. But truly, going through their program not only positioned me to become a better real estate investor, but a better entrepreneur. Like, it opened my mind
Absolutely.
to all of the different areas that I should be focusing on, because everybody wants to make money, right? Isn't that the real reason why we all go into business?
Well,
Pretty much.
It's about the money, but it's really about what the money does.
This is true.
It's about being in Mexico last week, or those
Travel,
kinds of things.
the freedom.
So I like the money, but it's the freedom that really gets me.
And this is true because money
Absolutely.
gives you options, right?
It does,
right? So money gives you options to live your best possible life that you could possibly live, and that is the goal, right?
Absolutely.
When you become your best you are able to contribute not only to yourself, to your family, to your community, to the world, and be an inspiration to others. And money helps you grow. It helps you acquire the tools that you need for you to be successful.
Absolutely, and you said it, with our family, being together with our families, being together with, being able to travel. Our last event, we raised $30,000 for the Wheelchair Foundation, which is a phenomenal organization that brings
phenomenal.
wheelchairs. It's amazing.
Yes.
And that was 120 people, real estate investors in a room that got together and said, we care about this and we're going to support it and we're going to make it happen. And stuff like that, it gives me goosebumps. It gets me excited.
Totally. Totally. Like, why wouldn't you be?
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you be? So, philanthropy, right?
Absolutely.
You're able
Absolutely.
to give back and share to the causes that are important to you, right? And only money can do that. It's great to pray for somebody and say, God bless you, and, I wish you the best of luck, and, you have well wishes for them.
Right.
But it's even more powerful when you're actually able to sow a seed into someone else's life.
Absolutely.
And really be able to change what their future looks like.
And I know you've been in the same position, as I have, with sellers who are in a tough spot. Somebody that needs to sell their house because of something that's happened, a tragedy, or something's gone on in their life, and we're the option that allows them to move on. I've had people crying as they sell me their house. They're so happy because they need to get out of that particular situation. So.
Absolutely. And, if you are in that situation and you're watching this show right now, or someone that is in a situation where they're kind of, having a tough time selling their property, a lot of times people think that, they have to be in foreclosure to, be considered like in distress.
Yeah.
But the truth is, most people are one paycheck away from having a financial catastrophe in their lives, right? One paycheck away. So that's like one car payment, that's one missed house payment or a credit card payment. And then all of a sudden it creates like this snowball effect.
Definitely
God forbid that, something happens and, there's like an illness, all right? Or a situation where, you temporarily lose your job.
Yep.
Or in a short term, you might even have gotten a promotion. Now, it doesn't even have to be something negative. I can't tell you how many people that I have helped that are relocating because they have a promotion.
Right.
And
it
now
needs to happen quickly.
And it needs to happen very quickly.
Like yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? So they need to move because money is over there. Money is like in some other place, and they need to be able to relocate to that area. And then now, but they have 2 house payments.
Yes.
They have 2 different obligations. That is stressful.
I think in the last 2.5 years, we've bought 3 or 4 houses that way, where they are already making 2 house payments. We closed on one last week, where you're already making 2 house payments, and that can kill a financial family. Like you said, one paycheck away from a catastrophe, 2 house payments is a big thing. So getting them out of that was huge, and happy to help.
You can imagine the relief that
Absolutely.
that family felt from being released from that obligation.
The last seller told me she can sleep at night. She's like, I can sleep now. I am so happy that this is off my shoulders and off my back. And,
I believe it. I believe it. And, real estate investors, we're kind of like we get a bad rap sometimes.
We do.
I don't know.
Not us.
Not us.
Maybe other ones, but not us.
Not us.
It shouldn't be us anyway.
Ever.
Everybody loves us.
Seriously, you're watching the show.
I know the first day that I met you, I loved you instantly.
Likewise,
I think we had a
likewise,
mutual
sis. Absolutely.
Smiling and happy and just excited, and being around people like that, I think is so important. Anytime you can share life with good people around you is
exactly in any industry, and that's what you
Absolutely.
need to do. You need to surround yourself with other people that are positive, that see your vision, as well as they're able to support you in your process and in your growth.
Get you there.
Right? So real estate investors, sometimes they're like in the same category as like a car salesman, like a used car salesman. And I loathe it, really. I really do. I really, really dislike it. And the reason why is because real estate investors, they are so so many lives that we touch in one transaction.
Absolutely.
And I'll share with you, and you can, agree or add on or let me know if I'm going in the right direction. So for example, in a real estate investment transaction, you have a seller and a buyer. So that's already two families right there, right? And everyone else that's in their families, whoever is the head of the household there. Then you have all of the support network that you need. So for example, if you're going to renovate a property, right, or do any type of upgrades to it, then you have the retailer that you're purchasing your actual like goods from, right?
Sure.
Whatever that is. And then you're supporting that business, right? So if it's cabinets or flooring or anything, you are supporting them and you're supporting their employees too. Think about it.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's a lot of families.
That's a lot of families.
Yeah.
That's a lot of okay. We're going to go a little bit further. How about the contractor?
Absolutely.
Now you got the contractor involved and his family or her family, right? There's so many people that are involved in this thing. And then how about the municipalities?
Yeah.
People don't think about that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Insurance.
Insurance. Title companies.
I mean, I don't know how many people we touch on a real estate transaction.
it's huge.
But it's a lot.
It is so huge. So why wouldn't you want to give back to your community? And then when you actually make a profit, sow a seed back into your community and reinvest again. So we're taking away blight. We're adding back to the tax roll for the county because that's, lo and behold, real estate taxes is what the county uses among some other funds that they generate as well to keep the lights on, right? The street lights that we all want in the parks and in our neighborhoods, the stop lights, the stop signs, they mow the grass, they do all of those things. Where do you think that money comes from?
And then the cleaning up of the community. So that house looking beautiful in the neighborhood is a huge advantage to everybody, the neighbors, the kids that are in the area. We fixed up so many houses that were on the verge of being torn down that now they're beautiful houses, and it's great for everybody.
Right. So beautification of the community, right? You stop blight and hedge against that, and then hedge against a house falling into disarray and becoming like a burden in that community, right?
Absolutely.
Too often that really happens, and that's, I can't tell you. It just, when I drive down neighborhoods and I see like a house that is unloved, I'm like, oh.
I get sad too.
I do, don't you get sad?
Yep.
It's like,
take a photo, get sad, look up the address, and
call the owner.
Exactly.
Can I love on your house? Share with me how I can help you, focus on this property and bring some love back into the community again. That's usually what my conversation goes. So while you're out in the community, I was watching a video of you on social media. And it was you, and you had a partner, that was driving. I think it was Vinny.
Yep, Vinny was driving.
Vinny was driving, and there was a violinist in the back seat. Like, what happened there?
Yes. So Colin McLeod is an amazing violinist. He's known as the Celtic fiddle guru. And he teaches a mastermind program. He's an entrepreneur. He used to be an accountant, and now he's traveling the world. He just did an event in Sumatra, and just cool stuff this guy does. So he sees me take pictures in my truck all the time. I take truck selfies. I hashtag them on Instagram and Facebook, and he sees me do it. So he says, hey, can I violin in your car one day? And I was like, sure, let's do this.
That's such an odd request. Like, I wish someone would call me and be like, Jackie, can I violin in your car one day and just ride around with you while I elegantly play the violin for you, and I'm just, bless you with some music. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, like, where did you guys go?
Yeah, so, well, as you know, I used to own a door-to-door sales company.
Yes.
So I knocked on doors, sold phone, internet, and television services primarily. And so I love knocking on doors for real estate. So we knock pre-foreclosures, somebody that's going into foreclosure. We also knock vacant houses or the neighbors of vacant houses. So we were driving around doing that and playing the violin in the back seat on the way, and then hop out. I'd hop out. We didn't take everybody. Next time we might take the violin
because that was going to
to the door.
To the door. That was going to be my next question. I'm like, well, did you serenade anyone?
No, we did not serenade. But so I would hop out and I would talk to the person and see if that was something where they needed to sell the home, or if it was something that they knew anything about. So
But could
And we
you
had a lot of
imagine?
fun doing
I'm
it,
sure
which
you
is
did.
the more important part.
I'm sure you did, because to me that sounds like a great time.
Yes.
That is a great day for me, right? And how cool, I really could vision it, how cool it would be for you and Vinny, and you're knocking on doors, and you walk up to the, you walk up to the door, you knock on the door, and you say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, I'm here to assist you with, buying your home, or is there anything I can do for you that can help you? Because it's really about them. Anything I can do for you. So now you have the violinist in the back, right? Just on the lawn. Just on that person's lawn. And then, just looking out, that homeowner's face like, what? What is really going on?
We brought our own ambiance.
They may think that they're on America's funniest home videos or something like that. Like, I'm being pranked right now because this cannot be happening.
Yes.
But you're like, yeah, it is.
He's our friend.
He's our friend. He's with us.
He's with us.
He's with us. That guy, he's with us. So we're going to talk some more about some other cool experiences that Alexa has had, and right after these commercial breaks, all right? Oh, while you're doing that, make sure that you're tagging your friend and sharing, as well as commenting on thejackiejackson.com on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube IG. Well, if you've been following along, you know that I am with the famous, the beautiful, the talented Alexa Buys Houses, right? From Creating Wealth USA. She's a beautiful entrepreneur. And not only that, she's a real estate investor, and she is just phenomenal. She's killing the game out there. She's helping families fulfill their dreams, right? And relieving them of any distressed properties. And she's just really honing her craft and basically dragging her friends and her family with her. She's making sure that she's training everybody that she comes encounter with, and really providing them with an opportunity to do the same thing too. Is that right?
I like that you said dragging, because I do a fair amount of dragging. I actually have been dragging my parents into real estate.
Are you really?
And so to back up, my entire life I feel like I drag people into what I'm doing. And I owned a door-to-door sales company, so I drug people into doing door-to-door. But I want to see everybody do better. I want to see everybody, get what they want out of life and do what they want. And so my parents are closing on a house December 20-something. So
that is
very
cool.
soon.
That is cool. Is that their first flip?
It's their first house. They're actually going to move into it. They live in Minnesota.
Yes.
So they're coming down here for 7 months out of the year, and we'll Airbnb it when they're not around. So
oh my
kind
goodness.
of a combo investment plus house, but it was purchased creatively.
Creatively.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Definitely.
You know what? It's so interesting that you and I always have the same thing going on at the same time. My mom, she was just pre-approved, right? So she's going the traditional route. It's not a creative finance deal, but it's a big deal to her, right? And my stepdad, and they're getting ready to purchase their dream home. So they're all excited about that process and going through it, and I'm just really happy for them. So hey, mama.
No, that's awesome.
Gonna be a homeowner.
Our moms are going to be homeowners. No, but it's fun. They're purchasing it creatively, so they're taking over payments on a existing mortgage.
Yes.
And the seller had come to my house. It's actually right across the street from my house.
No way.
Seller came to my house right after the hurricane.
That's pretty close though, for real. Mom is across the street.
It's a little close.
It's a little close.
I love her. It's a little close. She's going to watch this. Love you, Mom. But they came right after the hurricane, and they said, we're not living here for another hurricane.
Wow.
We're done. So realizing that there's people that are in situations, and they're moving to Pennsylvania. So they're so
with
excited.
snowstorms.
I know.
I know.
It's better than hurricanes, right?
Of course.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
That's why I live in Florida now, not Minnesota anymore.
Hello. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and as soon as I had the opportunity to move to a warmer state and relocate to the tropics, that's what I did. I just was like, you know what? First of all, it was Florida was the natural place for me to kind of settle, because it was either this or the Caribbean. And my dream to live in the Caribbean is still well alive.
Nice.
Yes, that's where I'm headed.
Awesome.
Sunshine and beaches.
I'll be in Antigua in a couple months. So.
Hey, Antigua.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yes.
A few months ago, a couple of girlfriends and I, we went to Aruba.
Ooh, fun.
Aruba was amazing.
I think I saw
great
photos.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
It was good. Well, my social media is public, so if you want to go see the photos that she's referring to, just go to facebook.com/the Jackie Jackson, and you can see all the funny stuff that happened in Aruba. But it was really good. It was really, really good. But I would not have had that freedom, right, if I wasn't an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
Right? Because in my business, I'm able to set my own schedule and basically create my dream life, right? So I know what I need in order to build the lifestyle that I have, right? So I focus a lot on that, and then I have fun with it. Because nobody said that being an entrepreneur, you had to be boring and it had to be so stressful. I mean, there are serious parts about running a business, right?
Absolutely.
There's accounting, there's responsibility. If you have employees, you have compensation, you have insurance, you have a lot of different things. But no one said that you didn't have to have fun.
We have to have fun. I think that is a rule. We should be telling people they have to have fun. I own a couple businesses, and being able to structure those businesses all to work together is very, very important, and allows us to do the things that we want. So I couldn't do it any other way.
Couldn't do it.
No.
I couldn't be sane if I wasn't having fun at what I was working on. Right?
No, I
because, I mean, life is so short. We only have one life to live. From the day that we are born, our destiny is already written. There's an end. There's an end point. What we have somewhat control of is what we do in the middle. And you have to have the mindset to have a vision for your life and the determination to make that vision happen.
And I think that's so important. Obviously, I lost my husband last year.
Yes.
And, we did everything we wanted to do. He died too young, but we did everything. We had the freedom. We were able to travel. We were able to do that, even though we worked really hard. So we don't know how much time we have. We can't waste it being in a job we don't want to do,
Right.
And I respect you so much for getting out and getting this show going and doing everything that you want in life. And I hope that will help other people take that same path, and do what they want, do what you love.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Alexi.
course.
You gonna make me tear up. We started crying and my whole mascara gonna come down.
That's not waterproof?
No.
Wait a second.
Oh, my mascara. It's going to come on down. But it is very, very true. And that's what I admired about you and your late husband as a couple.
Absolutely.
Is how in tuned you both were to your family vision.
Yes.
And the vision that you wanted for your life. And every time I saw you and your husband, it would just light my spirit because you guys were so full of just energy and light, and you radiated and shined everywhere you went. And other couples was looking at you like, why are they so happy? Why are they so happy?
Because we were having fun. We were doing what we want. We took the time off. We did those things that so many people are like, let's do it next year. We'll do it when we're older. We'll do it when we have the money or the time. But we just have to make the money. We have to make the time. We have to commit to making it happen now and being around amazing people such as yourself. And
thank you.
That's something that helps.
It sure does. So if you're watching this show right now and you haven't taken any notes, shame on you. But you still have time. You still have time. So go ahead and drop your comments. Share this video. Share it with your friends, as many people as you possibly can. There's some great nuggets and learning opportunities right here on this show. If you want to be on the show, just go ahead and send me a message on Facebook, on Instagram, or just comment on YouTube on any of the videos, and I'll be happy to share with you some information on how you can do that, how you can become a guest on the show, right? So go ahead, you're gonna follow, and you're gonna, what did he do you're gonna hashtag, right? We're gonna hashtag the Jackie Jackson. Don't be forgetting the hashtag the Jackie Jackson. So I know you're talking about me. Make sure it's positive, too.
It has to be positive.
It has to be positive.
We only accept positive.
We only accept positive comments around here. But share with me your feedback, and I would love to give back to the community. And if there's a topic that you'd like to discuss, anything here on the show, I will definitely be researching that and making sure I deliver on my promise, which is to inspire, empower, educate, and encourage you to be the best you can be. Alexa, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So we're going to giggle some more, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.